Now the car sits outside in the sun. I did do the 2 brake lines that go from the master cylinder down to the frame. And out front, the front brakes are done. The rear brakes, I need a brake line. I picked up a new one. I put it in. I've got to do the brake line that goes up and over the rear end from side to side. I completely forgot about it. But I bought a fan just to circulate some air in the garage. It's one of these hangs on the wall type deal. I got to put a little better bracket than that. I just hung it there 2 seconds ago. Just to move some air around. It's getting dry in here. Got some PB blaster as seen on TV. And I got some brake fluid, which I don't need much. I got a big one, but it's almost empty, just in case. And I got a Coke and some Red Bull. That's my 2 toys right there. Both pretty much, well, that one was free. That one was a lifetime. That was 10 years. Collecting parts. I had a gasket hanging on the wall for a while. It's the Velcro gasket for my 8.8 rear end cover, the one-of-a-kind cover that my friend Hank made. That's 20, 30, 40 videos ago. But I'm going to put the gasket on. I'm not putting the cover on because these axles are coming out. And I'm going to mess with the e-brake on that one. So, what the heck else was I doing? Oh, it's getting hot, and it's getting hot fast. I had to send my old phone back. It died. Alright, still working. I'm putting silicone on the cover here. I'm going to put the gasket on, lay it flat, get it to seal this side. At least put the gasket on the cover before it gets wrecked and I lose it or who knows what. But yeah, I got to pull the pin and yank these axles out. It's not really hard. It's actually pretty easy. And look at this now. See the rust? This rear end was spotless. It was sandblasted. It was cleaned. Doesn't matter. It's a Ford Explorer. Their freaking cars rot out so bad. Now I'm going to paint it black one more time, probably brush paint. If that don't work, I'm going to use bed liner because that won't come off. But the axle tubes are supposed to be green, and then it turned black at the pumpkin. You know, just a mix of black and green. But I'm playing with this. I just cleaned off the edge, deburred it a little, got the crap off. I did clean off this whole edge, although I won't need to put it there until I get the axles re-drilled again. Look at the cobwebs. It's killing me. But I gotta get this thing together. Alright, see you in a few. My cover is right here. I did put it face down. The gasket's dried to it. Now an old racing trick was they put grease around here instead of using silicone. I'm going to use silicone, but I can't do it until my axles are re-drilled, which I don't know if I'm going to take them out there or take them out in here, but I think we're going to push it inside and work on it. Depends. All depends where the sun is right now, because cooked like an egg in the sun. Oh, feels good. This thing's pretty cool. It oscillates inside the box, inside the cage rather. Keep turning back and forth. So it goes back and forth the width of the garage. But let's get cracking. Here's my brake lines right here. Well, it's Sunday morning. I'm going to go get the correct fittings for the brake lines. I'm going to measure the bolt for the pedal, if I can get the door open. There it is. This is the padding that goes around the outside under the upholstery. Something that'll get wet and won't kill it. But I need the bolt that goes through that. If you can see it, I should actually take this out, but it's connected. I'm gonna get the tape measure. What else was I doing? The Unions. Nice car. The Mustang. This is my pirate son. I'll show you a picture. Yeah, I gotta put my radio bracket back in too. Maybe drill some holes. I need another hole here too. I don't know if I can get to that. Yes, we can get to that. So we're gonna drill that hole too while I'm here. That's for my fuel gauge. Little fuel gauge bracket. I'm gonna take the LED box out for now. I got more LEDs to put on it and stuff like that. Battery's charging. Columns over here. Front seat. I don't know if the other one's up there or not. I gotta look for it. I haven't looked up there in a while. Oh, this is kind of funny if I can get it on there in one hand. This is the top dash section to a 57, 55, 56 Chevy. And Dawn was chucking it because it was all screwed up. And I happened to trim it down. I'll show you what it looks like. Pretty amazing how it fits here. It actually fits the back curve almost perfectly. We've got a little difference in angles there, but if I'd had 2 bucket seats back here, I would have put it there, but it don't fit. So we'll keep it. Won't chuck it. There's my other seat. I gotta work on that. But I'm on the brakes. Let's get the brakes done. Brakes, firewall, floors, all that stuff. Let's bring these puppies back. I'm gonna get them out of here. Alright, I'm gonna take those things out. Wrong Union. Freaking Dawn. Wrong Union. Where is it? Alright, coming out. I have the new Unions. It's connected under there. That one's connected. Well, I'm putting the brake lines in. The one that goes across the rear end. And this one actually, with the brand new brake line, came out really nice. Goes up and over the pumpkin, the original clip. And then it ends there. I'm just going to put a Union. I think it was like 12 inches to make it around the corner. But I'm getting to the factory rubber fitting over here. And this thing is single flare, and it's got like 4 threads. That's it. There's nothing to grab. And I remembered when I took it off that the fitting that was on this thing, it was a tiny, tiny little thing. Now this is 7/16. The one that I took off there was tiny, tiny. And it only had like 4 threads. I thought that was kind of odd. But I'm going to go get a brand new one, just like this one is. I got that one yesterday. And it doesn't leak. It's brand new. After about 4 trips to the auto parts store, I have 2 brand new brake lines. Here's the old ones. I figure for 20 bucks each, we'll just replace them. I had the money. Let's do it. Those are good. I'll keep them as spares. New brake lines, 1 Union. Everything's tight. I'm dead. I gotta go to work. So, let's see if I can show you. There's 1 Union. What I did is I bought it. It was a 40-inch piece. And I did that up and over the rear end thing, and then when they came together, I just butted them right there. And everything's a brandy new. And I've been doing this in direct sunlight, so call that one a labor of love. I gotta make something for the sway bar to connect. With brake boosters right there, under the dash, 90 degrees, pretty cool. I gotta bleed the brakes tomorrow. And actually I already have a pedal. I have a pedal, but it's only the front brakes. Front brakes are done, rear brakes are done. Just gotta bleed them and take a ride. That's a special bolt for the rear end because my cast aluminum cover is really thick. It needs a special bolt. And these are weird thread. I gotta find more of those. Okay, everybody. This has been your rear brake line experience. I've got my axles out. Hank came over, helped me pull the whole thing apart. These are all my new brakes. The chuck was sticking. Got to get the correct spacer for the, so like a crush collar from Ford. But these axles are out because when the guy drilled them, one of the holes was way off, so the axles and the rotors are going back. He's going to re-drill them. I got to get all this in the car. Here's my BFGs. I got to roll these inside. Yeah, here we go. Now these are brand new. You never know it. Oh, 1 minute, I'm working one-handed here. I save nickel cans for a woman up the street. Comes by and grabs them once in a while. But we're going back to shafts and stuff. And we're going to drop off these parts, and he's going to re-drill them. And we can put the rear end together for the last time. Four holes would line up, the third one would not, and he tried to get a stud on it and just break it. Turns out he bought a brand new drum to use as a pattern, and didn't notice it till after it was drilled that one of the holes, right from the company that made the drum, was screwed up. And I think it's Thursday. I'm thinking tomorrow I'm going to get up early, grab Hank. I don't know much about rear ends. Look at the cobwebs already, just from sitting here. I'm going to grab Hank, I'm going to get the right collar, and we're going to put my chuck in, and the bearing, and the crush collar, and all that stuff. Clean it out, gear oil, maybe paint a few pieces that have already rusted. There's one thing, like I said, these Ford parts are, I don't know what they're made out of. Pig steel? You so much as touch the thing and they start rusting. And I've used every kind of oxide primer going. I've had them sandblasted bare, and they still rust. Obviously, the gears don't. I mean, this thing's never been in the rain or anything stupid like that, or stuck out of the garage while it was raining, and it looks good inside. It's pretty clean, but we're going the extra distance. We're going to use like 9-10 cans of brake clean. Clean this thing out. We're not going to take it out. We're going to set the pinion angle, all that stuff, and hopefully it'll be the last time it comes apart. Then the seats, the floor, the doors, the rear body, fuel cell, fuel line, of which I'm going to use, you'd freak if you find, this is probably like $40-50 in copper, but it's 3/8. It's a rolled up coil. That's going to be my brake line whenever I figure out where the hell my tank's going. Whether we're going to use these or not, I don't know. I'd like to. We'll see. They're free. Columns got to go back in, firewall, all that stuff. Now I don't have the $200-300 tool that does the rivets, so that's going to be put on hold, but the firewall can come on anytime. I also found out in bleeding the brakes that the brake booster, or the master cylinder, the front works fine. The rear will not pump juice no matter what we do. And we think there's something wrong with it or the seal in it, so we're going to have to take the brake booster, the master cylinder out. So it's always something, you know. Hopefully one day it'll be done. But I'm going to get my shafts re-drilled. He was nice. He said, hey, you know, if it's a problem, just bring it back. Well, it's been like 3 months, so I dealt with it, and now I'm bringing them back. And I've already talked to him about it, so it shouldn't be a big deal. Alright, just a quick update. So Friday's the day. We'll probably have a couple videos. I know I've been lagging on the videos, but I've been busy at work and the house and things like that. Here's the magic envelope if anybody knows the story about this thing. Looks like it says lunch or lincho. Lincho? L-A-N-C-H-O? Nanocho? Nanoho? Lanicho? I think it says lunch. I don't know. There's a story that goes with that envelope. There's a heater core. But, alright, off to John's. Have a good day. A cool one at least.